So in our last session we have seen that how to use routing in AngularJS, how to perform basic routing. As an example we will see that and we will perform that.
Hello friends, so let's move to an example of Angular routing. So as I have told you, for using Angular routing you have to include ng-route module, that is AngularRoute.js, in your HTML. So here I have included that file, that CDN, which is available online in my HTML, where I'm going to write program for routing in AngularJS. So here I have already written that I have declared my Angular module, that is LearnVern, and I have written my script, and I have written my view part, and I have also used ng-app is equal to LearnVern. Now let's extend this code. So let's, inside my div, I'm going to write three links, that is ahref is equal to, this is for my home. Similarly, I will create several links, like one is for contact and another is for more, and let's write here contact us, and let's create more. Now let's write config method where we will use this routing. So similar, let's write that LearnVern dot config. It takes a function. Inside that function we will use that $route provider and then open close. So this is my signature for writing config. Inside this config method, what I will do, I will use that $route provider method dot when. So inside when, what I will do, I will write template. So template, and here I will provide my HTML string, let's say h1. I will write welcome to Angular routing. I will close this. Again I will write dot when contact and comma. Again I will write template and my template for contact. Hi, this is contact information. And now I will use otherwise method dot otherwise. Inside I will use template and I will write hello, this is under process, or you visited wrong URL. So here I am done with my routing, and this is, as I have told you, that this is my when part. So what happens exactly we'll see. Let's save it and now run this program and check what's happening. You see home, contact us and more. So right now nothing is happening. There must be some mistake. We have forgot to inject that ng-route. So this is important. Here injection of ng-route is done. So we have injected ng-route, and now when we will run this program, what it will do, it will load this content inside my ng-view. So we have to write ng-view also inside our HTML code. So let's write ng-view here in our div ng-view directive. So at this place this content will be loaded. Now let's run this program. Yeah, you can see that welcome to Angular routing. This is my homepage content which is coming at the time of loading. So at the time of loading, what happens is that AngularJS go to this L1 module. Since injection is already done, so it identifies that it is going to use routing. So in my config function, I have used root provider. So in this root provider, it's check at runtime that when, if it is home URL, then it will show this message inside the browser. So this message, when it finds its home URLs, then it goes to put this thing inside my this ng view, and simply it terminates, and there would be any controller, it will go accordingly, which we will see later. So in this case, what happened, it went to config function, the root provider works accordingly through the URL, and when it finds its home URL, it has printed this message and returned this template content inside this ng view. So this is what happened. Now let's check. When I click on contact us, what happened? Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Okay, I forgot to write this exclamation mark. Yeah, now save it. Now run it. So this is contact us. Okay, so hi, this is contact information, and when I'm clicking on more, so hello, this is under process, or you have visited wrong URL. I have set otherwise method inside this more. So in this way it is working. So for more, what happens, I have not mentioned any string for that. So that's why when it comes to root provider, it's check whether there is more or not from the URL. So from the URL it gets more and checks in the this root provider whether where is the more. It doesn't find more, and simply for that reason it goes to otherwise method and it shows this template. Similarly, when I clicks on contact us, it finds contact from the URL and goes to check in the root provider where is contact. When it finds contact, it loads the template associated to that and return this template inside this ng view. So in this way you can see the normal flow of Angular routing. So let's create some controller inside this for contact. Let's name the controller contact controller. Let's use controller for otherwise as well. Other controller. Now how to use this controller? L1 dot contact controller, and here my controller name L1 dot controller, and inside this I will use contact controller, my controller name, and the function. As you are aware of using this controller, so inside I'm going to use a scope variable. Scope.msg is equal to I am contact controller. This is the value for contact controller. Similarly, I will create another controller for this other controller, and I will replace this as other. So friends, you have seen that I have created two controllers for these two, contact and otherwise, and let's put this message inside my view, that is inside my template. So what I will do is, hi, this is contact information, and here I will put that, I will bind that variable inside this template as msg, break this line. Similarly, I will do that for otherwise msg. Now save this and run this and checks what happens. So you can see that it's home page. Now click on contact us. You can see, hi, this is contact information. I am contact controller. So the associated controller is called only when it matches this string from the URL. when I will click on more, then what it says that I am other controller. So it calls this associate controller of that template. In this case, what happens, it goes to root provider and it checks for the contact. If user clicks on contact us, it checks for the contact. When it finds contact, it loads the template and it runs the template inside the view, as well as it goes to this controller and call this controller, that is contact controller. Then it comes to this contact controller and it assigns this message, I am contact controller, inside this variable msg. And once it is assigned, this message is printed by ng binding. By using curly braces, it is being displayed in my contact template. Similarly, this thing happens same when user clicks on more. So it go to check and finds where is more. It doesn't find more, so it calls otherwise method, and in this otherwise method it calls this template, and this template is returned and it is caught inside this ng view, and then it calls this controller, that is otherwise controller, and it assigns this message inside this msg variable, and we bind this message variable inside this template, which is printed. So in this way we have seen that we have used routing, template and controller, and how to use that, how to print message, how to use the controller. So now we will see a template URL with controller.
So friends, we have seen that how to perform basic routing, and in our next session we will see how to use routing using template URL.